I was recently asked by a group of young black men and women. They asked me this very difficult question. They asked me, why are you still here? Why are you still a Christian? Why do you still identify with that particular denomination or that particular faith? Why are you still here? They would say that this religion isn't for you and it is really not for us. And the truth is, they would have a point. They would then go down the list of all of the reasons why Christianity blew its shot at their heart and should have no place in mine. And they would have a point. They would talk to me about the fact that the first slave ship to come to America carrying my ancestors was named Jesus. They would remind me that Christianity was fed to my forefathers to make sure that they were docile and remained controllable. They reminded me that Christianity used the curse of Ham to justify the enslavement of black bodies. They reminded me that mainstream Christianity does not vote with my best interest in mind. They would list all of the ways that Christianity has been used to marginalize, to censure, to control, to manipulate, and to oppress black people, and they would have a point. But I felt compelled to respond to them in a simple way. To simply tell them that I'm still here because Jesus, the real Jesus, is still here. And he identifies with the experience of my people. Jesus isn't just somewhere out there. No, Jesus knows our experience firsthand. You see, it was Jesus, the real Jesus, who identified with the marginalized in society, and he calls us to do the same. Jesus, the real Jesus, understands the black experience. Jesus, yes, the real Jesus knows what it's like to be bound, to be beaten, to be mocked, and to be escorted into the darkest places of our universe. It's Jesus, the real Jesus, who knows what it's like to face an angry lynching mob in the middle of the night. The real Jesus knows what it's like to be stolen from his home. The real Jesus knows what it's like to be hung up on a lynching tree as the crowd mocks and laughs at his dangling body. But the real Jesus chose this road so that when he broke the chains of death and the grave, it was an emancipation proclamation for all of humanity. And the good news of the gospel is that when Jesus came forth from the prison of the grave, that he came forth and everyone's chains were broken. Everyone's chains were loosed. The thing that's most compelling about the story of Paul and Silas for me is that when they sang and they prayed, everyone's chains were loosed. It didn't matter if they were in there for murder. It didn't matter if they were in there for stealing, for cheating. It didn't matter what they were in there for. Their chains were loosed. And the good news of the gospel is that it doesn't matter what you are in for. Oh, Jesus' blood covers your sins. And you are set free.
Hi, I'm Dave Ferguson. I'm the pastor of the Collegedale Church here on the campus of Southern Adventist University. You know, it seems to me this world is a mess, more than ever. And in the midst of it, the questions that are boiling up, we wonder, does Jesus have anything relevant to say about the problem in my life, the difficulty you're struggling with? I think he does. And I'd like to welcome you to subscribe to this YouTube channel as we explore the relevance of Jesus Christ in the everyday life of you and me. So subscribe, click the button.